Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P0713 indicates a fault with the continuously variable transmission (CVT) fluid temperature sensor. This sensor plays a crucial role in monitoring the temperature of the transmission fluid to ensure optimal operating conditions. Specifically, the CVT fluid temperature sensor is located at the transmission area, connected to the vehicle's powertrain control module (PCM) via a wiring harness. The signal from this sensor is critical for the proper functioning of the transmission and to prevent overheating. If the sensor experiences an open circuit, it fails to communicate the correct fluid temperature, leading to potential transmission issues. Understanding this fault code is essential for diagnosing and restoring proper vehicle operation. The DTC P0713 relates specifically to the CVT fluid temperature sensor, indicating that the sensor circuit is open. This means there is an interruption in the electrical circuit that prevents the PCM from receiving proper temperature data, which is critical for transmission performance. The CVT fluid temperature sensor is responsible for sending temperature readings to the PCM, allowing it to adjust operating parameters accordingly. Its location is typically found in proximity to the transmission, being connected directly to the engine wiring harness. A malfunction here may lead to inadequate lubrication and overheating of transmission components, resulting in costly repairs if not addressed promptly. Several potential causes can lead to the DTC P0713 error. One primary cause is an open circuit within the wiring that connects the CVT fluid temperature sensor to the PCM, disrupting communication. Additionally, the temperature sensor itself may be faulty, failing to provide accurate or any readings. Another common cause can be attributed to poor connections or loose terminals, which can occur due to corrosion or vibration, leading to intermittent signals. It is crucial to evaluate the entire circuit and connections to ensure that they are intact and functioning as intended. Identifying these issues early can prevent further damage to transmission components and ensure safe vehicle operation. Symptoms related to the DTC P0713 can significantly impact a vehicle's performance. One of the most commonly reported symptoms is transmission overheating, as the PCM lacks proper temperature feedback. This overheating can lead to severe transmission wear or failure if not addressed. Additionally, erratic shifting may occur, as the PCM is unable to optimize the transmission operation without accurate fluid temperature data. The vehicle may also display a malfunction indicator light, MIL, on the dashboard, signaling the driver to an underlying issue. Recognizing these symptoms early on is crucial to prevent further complications and ensure timely repairs. In the first step of troubleshooting, the DTC P0713, ensure the vehicle is in the on mode, which powers the necessary components to commence testing. Using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, examine the voltage parameter of the CVT fluid temperature sensor, CVTF temp sensor. The reading should exceed 4.93 volts to meet the predefined threshold. If the current condition matches the expected threshold, you can confirm that the failure is replicable, allowing progress to the next troubleshooting step. However, if the readings are inconsistent with the threshold, there may be intermittent faults in the system. In such cases, inspect for poor connections or loose terminals between the sensor and the PCM to address any existing electrical issues. During the second troubleshooting step, begin by switching the ignition off to ensure safety. Disconnect the solenoid wire harness 8P connector, specifically the engine wire harness side. Next, create a connection between terminals A and B with a jumper wire, where terminal A correlates with number 3 of the solenoid wire harness and terminal B corresponds to body ground. With that complete, turn the ignition back to the on position and again assess the voltage of the CVTF temp sensor using the HDS. The voltage should now read less than 0.07 volts. A confirmation of this low voltage indicates a fault in the temperature sensor itself, prompting sensor replacement. If the voltage does not match expectations, proceed to further diagnostic steps. In this third troubleshooting step, initially turn the ignition to the off position for safety. Remove the jumper wire used in the previous step. Then, establish a new connection between terminals A and B, where terminal A is number 2 of the solenoid wire harness, and terminal B is number 3. After making this connection, turn the ignition back to on. Use the HDS to check the CVTF temperature sensor voltage once more. The expected outcome is that the voltage readout should again be less than 0.07 volts. If it is indeed less than this threshold, you can conclude that the transmission fluid temperature sensor is defective, necessitating replacement of the solenoid wire harness. Conversely, if the readings are within normal ranges, it suggests the sensor is functioning, prompting a further investigation of the SG2 wire for any potential open circuits between the wire harness and the PCM. The final step involves an open wire check on the transmission AT fluid line, TATF. Start by turning off the vehicle's ignition once again. Jump the SCS, service check signal line, using the HDS to engage the system for continuity testing. Next, disconnect the PCM connector B, which is labeled as 51P. This step ensures the PCM is not influencing the readings. Continuity must be checked between test points 1 and 2. Test point 1 corresponds to the number 3 terminal of the solenoid harness, while test point 2 is the number 9 of the PCM connector. If continuity is present, the TATF wire is operational, prompting you to update the PCM or test a known good PCM. If the DTC clears, either action resolves the issue. If there is no continuity, repairing the open circuit in the TATF wire from the solenoid harness to the PCM becomes necessary. After completing all required repairs associated with the DTC P0713, a final verification step is crucial. Begin by clearing all DTC codes from the vehicle's computer system using the HDS. Next, recheck the vehicle's operation by putting it through a series of test drives to monitor the transmission's performance and ensure all symptoms have been resolved. It's important to observe for any returns of the DTC or symptoms like overheating or erratic shifting. A successful verification process means that the vehicle operates smoothly without triggering the previous codes, ensuring that the repair was effective in resolving the initial issue with the CVT fluid temperature sensor. Preventive maintenance is key to avoiding future issues related to the CVT fluid temperature sensor and transmission performance. One effective strategy includes regularly scheduled fluid changes to ensure that the CVT operates within optimal temperature ranges. Maintaining high fluid quality prevents overheating and degradation of transmission components. Additionally, regularly inspecting connections and terminals can help identify any early signs of wear or corrosion before they lead to electrical faults. Using quality replacement parts during repairs not only enhances reliability, but also may provide warranties that can offer further peace of mind. Implementing these practices will significantly reduce the likelihood of encountering DTC P0713 in the future. In conclusion, understanding DTC P0713 is critical for maintaining the integrity of the Honda HRV transmission system. Recognizing the key symptoms associated with this error can aid technicians and vehicle owners alike in identifying and rectifying issues promptly. Thorough diagnostic steps, from voltage checks to continuity testing, ensure that the root cause of the problem is effectively addressed. Implementing robust preventive maintenance practices can greatly reduce the chances of reoccurrence. Ultimately, comprehensive knowledge of the system, careful monitoring of vehicle performance, and proactive maintenance are vital for the longevity and reliability of any Honda vehicle. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.